Hola and welcome to Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. From hospital straight to jail is what a Spanish judge ruled in the case of a suspected Basque separatist last week. Igor Portu was injured during his arrest for alleged involvement in the bombing of Madrid airport in 2006. ETA has been fighting for 40 years for an independent Basque state in northern Spain, but as attacks are causing more and more civilian casualties, we asked people in the street if they think ETA's tactics are helping or hurting their cause.
ETA
does not help the Basque cause or anybody's cause. It's a terrorist band killing lots of decent and honest Spanish people. It should disappear.
I think ETA's action is not helping the Basque country, so they should change their tactics and enter the democratic process.
Violence is not a means to an end. If they really want to reach an agreement with the government, they should stick to their promise of a ceasefire.
Business is back up to speed at the Atocha train station. This is where the March 11th terrorist attack killed 191 people almost 4 years ago. We asked commuters how they think that tragedy changed Spain.
As the bombs were due to the Iraq war and our former government, now with the socialist government of Zapatero, there is no more fear. There used to be fear, but not anymore. We have other types of terrorism now, but not Al-Qaeda.
I think things are more secure now. I think now policemen are more alert. People are paying more attention. We don't think that that's going to happen here again. At least we hope it doesn't.
People have become more centred in what concerns them, rather than the promises of the Pepe government, which happened before the Madrid bombings.
There's a new Nano out with no music in sight. No, it's not an iPod. It's the new addition to the Indian motor industry from auto giant Tata. The highly awaited Nano only costs $2,500 and brings car ownership into the reach of tens of millions of Indians. Environmentalists are concerned this compact four-door vehicle will cause even more pollution in the already smog-ridden cities. Well, don't plan on listening to music or cooling down in the Nano. There's no radio and no air conditioning, but you can enjoy the ride. Well, here are some of your views on the car. Dorothy in London is thinking in numbers. On paper, this car sounds great, but in reality, this is going to be an environmental disaster. Think of how many of these are going to be sold. Millions. It's scary just thinking about it. Well, Ahmed in Dubai sees the advantages of this car. This is fantastic. Yes, it'll probably cause a lot of traffic in the cities, but it is going to be a great addition for those who live in villages. They'll be able to afford moving around much faster. Well, Haresh knows the scary but comical realities the new Nano will bring. I'm Indian and I know this four-seater is going to carry at least 10 people. Just get animals and pedestrians out of the way as these overcrowded cars zip by. Well, 12 years old isn't too young for the military. That's according to a South Korean boot camp that teaches young students how to become Marines. About 300 students put on military gear and took part in an amphibious landing operation where vehicles at sea land on enemy shores. The children also have to endure a rigorous physical training program. The camp is meant to test the children's physical and mental strength. More than 26,000 civilians have taken part in the program since the Korean Marine Corps launched it in 1997. And that's it for this edition, coming to you from Madrid. Don't forget to keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. What you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content may be edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the streets of Madrid.
Dum